What is up, everybody? Welcome to the video. I just got out of church and I've been, kind of slacking today. I'm gonna be honest. This video is kind of me just clapping back at that because I gotta get something productive done today. This is gonna be the production. So I want to talk about the art of acknowledgement. What I mean by that is acknowledging stuff that's going on in your life that might lead to progression or lead to making more efficient steps towards what you desire. Acknowledgement, a lot of people don't realize it's such a powerful thing. I'm going to give like a personal example for me. I am an overthinker. I get a lot of anxiety, especially when I'm at work because it's very, very quiet. And I would be drinking lots of caffeine. Caffeine is known for blocking off the tired stuff and bringing in the adrenaline type energy, and I got so used to that I almost forgot about what it feels like to mellow out. Your brain runs on 100% like all the time. So I was taking in 600 to 800 milligrams of caffeine a day, which is stupid, and the daily intake's only 450. I acknowledged that. I tried to draw lines between the two. Maybe I'm overthinking because all this caffeine I'm taking in, because there are direct correlations. I've done my Google searches, alright, and it definitely does. And I could tell you this, I've quit caffeine, no, I haven't quit caffeine. I still drink pre-workout. It's like 200 milligrams plus some aminos every once in a while, which is 150. So I'm usually at 350 a day. But that's from 600 to 800. So what I can tell you I've realized is overthinking is one of those things that's kind of overwhelmed me over the years. I've always had an issue with thinking just a little bit too much, over-diagnosing, over-analyzing. And quitting this caffeine has made it to where I can look at my thoughts and be more rational with them. Acknowledgement is the art of looking at something and being like, can I do this better? I acknowledge what is going on. The key part of it is, are you going to do anything about it? I chose to do that, and I've tried this before, don't get me wrong, and it actually worked in the past, but I'm for real this time because overthinking has kind of been one of my crutches, and I want to get that out of the way. I'm trying to get all the crutches out of the way so I can move forward. And acknowledgement could come from anything. Like say you're working out and your weakness is the lockout on bench. So you might do double pauses, which is pausing, here, and you have the explosiveness to push up. Or you might do band work, which is completely relaxed here, and then the bands get harder and harder and harder. When you get out here, it works on your lockout. You acknowledge your weaknesses, and that way you can move forward to an even higher destination. With acknowledgement, you have to take action. And I've had to cram it in my brain over and over. You've got to acknowledge what you are doing wrong before you can do right. And I've actually realized that because, I've done all sorts of wrong. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I'm not perfect. And nobody is, and I don't care. That's just part of life. And the cool thing about acknowledging it means that you can do something about it and you can move forward on the right foot. And I think everybody should practice acknowledgement. You just need to objectively just sit down, and if something you're struggling with, you might need help, like you might need to go see therapy or something, which is completely fine. But sometimes you can just sit down and you might analyze something you're doing throughout the day that might be affecting that. Like mine was tons of caffeine, and it's only been like 2 weeks or so, but now that I'm past having headaches from not having caffeine in my system, my energy has felt a lot better and a lot more efficient. I've felt more like myself. So, you might be struggling with something and you might write down things you did that day, and you might be able to do something about it to replicate that day, or make it go away or make it better. Appreciate y'all for coming to this video. I just wanted to cover acknowledging things and taking action. Need to make sure when you do figure out something that is going on, you can either change it to be a little bit better, more efficient, or you can make it different. That way, you can change the outcome. Far more. I'll see y'all later. Hey, not so fast, Busters. Before you leave, I just want to say one more thing I want to add on to it before. Challenge yourself to acknowledge what might be going on in your life and how you might progress off of that. Get this, not a lesson, but just this way of thinking. It'll move you forward. Just if something is going on with your life, acknowledge that there's either an issue or something you're doing that's successful, and you could build off of that to either destroy the bad foundation and rebuild it, or keep going with the foundation you got. Just acknowledge something. I challenge the people watching this to do the same, and hopefully y'all got something from this video. Thank you again for watching. See ya later.